W7 Live Radio here from Goodman Diamond. We're just about all set for introductions and national anthem. D4 semifinals take center stage. The D1 quarterfinals are behind us. CONOR DUBOYCE alongside Gary Wipperman. Gary, quarterfinals lived up to everything.
Yeah.
And then some.
Yeah, good 4 games, and didn't quite go chalk. 1, 2, 3, and 5 advanced. So Kaukauna, Superior. Actually, no, 1, 2, 6, and 5. Let me rephrase that. Kaukauna, Superior, Sun Prairie East, the 6th seed, knocking off Oshkosh West, and then Oak Creek over Arrowhead. So couple of lower seeds winning. I don't know that I would call either one an upset necessarily. Sun Prairie East we knew was really good coming in, and Taylor Baker pitched a heck of a game. Riley Grudzelanek did her thing as she always does on the circle for Oak Creek to give the Knights the win. So semifinals in D1 tomorrow. Kaukauna versus Oak Creek and Superior and Sun Prairie East. Now it's time to go to D4.
Yeah, well, I'm kind of dubbing it the community day. D4, everybody in the community, last one out, shut the lights off on your way to Goodman Diamond. The first one, the number 1 seeded Grantsburg Pirates take on the Iola Scandinavia Thunderbirds. Starting lineups for each team. For the top seeded Iola Grantsburg Pirates. Leading off will be the center fielder, Megan Schaefer, followed by the shortstop, Renee Tews. In the circle this afternoon and batting third, Whitney Myers. Doing the catching duties and batting cleanup, Ruby Rengo. At second base, Maddie Schaefer. Out in right field and batting sixth, Carly Gross. At first base, Piper Olson. At the hot corner, Vanessa Wickstrom batting eighth. And batting ninth, the designated player, Ashlyn Leonard. The left fielder, Kayla Moore, will be the flex player. So that's Schaefer, Tews, Myers, Rengo, Schaefer, Gross, Olson, Wickstrom, Leonard, and Moore is the flex player. Myers and Rengo, your pitcher-catcher combination. For the number 4 seeded Thunderbirds of Iola Scandinavia. Leading things off will be their shortstop, number 6, Jalen Sievertson. In the circle batting second, Maddie Muck. Catching, batting third, Brooklyn Barons. Clara Coles at first base. Batting fifth, Marin Horrid. Batting sixth, the center fielder, Chloe Timdall. Batting seventh, the third baseman, Julie Munoz. The designated player in batting eighth, Jaden Cruza. And batting ninth, the left fielder, Ava Prince. Out in right field, the flex player, Abby Iserman. So that's Sievertson, Muck, Barons, Coles, Hoyard, Timdall, Munoz, Cruza, Prince, and Iserman. In the circle is Muck. Behind the plate is Barons for the Thunderbirds. Gary, when you look at this one, it's going to be a battle of, it's easy in softball to say, but a battle of pitchers. Iola Scandinavia, Maddie Muck, she comes in a 3.0 ERA. She'll strike out a bunch, 98 on the year, so she'll look to get over the century mark this year. But on the flip side, going up against her in the circle for the Pirates is Whitney Myers, 1.26 ERA, 86 strikeouts for her versus just 22 walks. You could say it's going to be a low-scoring game. You know, if you are Iola Scandinavia, I think if you can keep it in that, 3-2, 2-1 area, you've got a chance. if it gets up over that, I'm not sure you're going to be able to put up enough runs and keep pace with Myers in the circle.
Well, here's the good news for Grantsburg, and they've got a luxury a lot of teams don't have. You've got two solid starting pitchers. Myers, of course, you just talked about, but also Piper Olson. Olson's pitched in 18 games. She's got an ERA of 2.29, 79 strikeouts, and 18 walks. So it's a luxury a lot of teams don't have. If things aren't working out early for Myers, you can bring in a Piper Olson and give it a change of pace and see if that fixes it. But it's worked out pretty well for both pitchers this year. Grantsburg coming in 26-3. The last time they lost was against Zumbrota Mazeppa, Minnesota, 9-2. And the last time before that was to Superior. They lost 7-1 to Superior way back in April.
Yeah, Superior, pretty good squad.
Yeah,
obviously,
they're pretty good.
Division I squad, and they were here earlier today in our opener at 8 o'clock.
And then the only other loss for Grantsburg this year has been Prescott, which was a game away from making it to state. Loss to Somerset, favorite of yours, 7-1. Lost to Prescott again way back early in the year. So a battle-tested team for Coach Bayland. 508 career wins and only 78 losses in 26 years. That's pretty good.
Not bad, right?
On the other side, you talked about Maddie Muck, of course, 17-5 with a 3.0 ERA, 147 innings, 98 strikeouts, 28 walks. And Julia Munoz is the second pitcher. Now it's time for the national anthem.
And now to honor America and all that it stands for, as well as our freedom and all those who serve to protect it, the playing of our national anthem. Good luck to both teams in this 2023 WIAA Division IV State Semifinal.
Starting lineups have been submitted. National anthem completes. We're just about all set for first pitch here at Goodman Diamond on the campus of the University of Wisconsin. Right at the base of Lake Mendota. Gary, thoughts on both teams have been here before. Obviously, Grantsburg, defending state champion in Division IV. Iola was here last year. A couple seasoned teams getting back to Goodman.
Yeah, and I think if you're Iola Scandinavia, if you look at the Grantsburg schedule this year, I mean, they've won a ton of blowout games. They've had a few close ones here and there, but primarily they've been on the good side of some lopsided scores. And I think if you're Iola Scandinavia, you got to watch out for the first couple innings and not get overwhelmed by the moment. Grantsburg's been here. They know what they're doing. And I think if you're the Thunderbirds, I mean, goal one is always like when you play, we always said it when you played like Beaver Dam in basketball or even Kakana in softball, weather that early storm be competitive, and then let the game come to you as you kind of play out the inning. So we'll see what that looks like. Iola Scandinavia will come to bat first. Grantsburg, purple jerseys, purple pants, white knee socks, and primarily white cleats. Pinstripe purple. I like that's a good look.
It is looking pretty good. That's going to rival Superior for the best uniforms of the weekend. 1A and 1B right now in my mind. So to reset for Grantsburg, from left to right, it'll be Moore, Schaefer, Gross. Third to first, Wickstrom, Tews, Schaefer, Olson. In the circle, Myers with a 1.26 ERA on the year. And catching is Rango.
Leading off for the Thunderbirds, shortstop Jalen Sievertson.
And getting the action started here for Iola will be Jalen Sievertson. Did their game last year when they beat Random Lake on their way to state in the sectional final.
Iola Scandinavia, black jerseys with orange trim, solid black colored pants, orange knee socks, and white shoes. I call them the oranges, so Iola, Scandinavia, Stratford, and Michigan all kind of fit into that category of the oranges.
They just kind of changed the trim up on the, that's about the only difference.
Hey, let us know in the comments who you're watching or who you're listening to and where you're listening from. We're playing the license plate game this weekend to see how many of the 50 states we can get listening in on our broadcast. So if you're not listening from Wisconsin, make sure you just chime in and tell us what state you're listening to so we can mark it down on our list. We want to see how many of the 50 we can get in today.
That one outside. So 1 ball, 2 strike count here to leadoff batter, Sievertson. And one outside for Myers. Runs the count 2-2.
Sievertson hitting .477 on the year, 45 hits, 51 hits and 107 at bats, including 21 RBI and 4 home runs.
2-2 offering, outside corner. It's been generous all day, no matter who they've put behind the plates.
And this is where I think,
corner.
We talked about CONOR in the pregame. What do we want to see in the early going? Iola Scandinavia, not just survive this right, but be aggressive and try to make something happen early. Don't take a called third strike in your first batter. Get up there and take some cuts and see if you can get on base, make something happen.
First pitch swinging is Maddie Muck, fouls that one back to the net. So she's in the hole, no balls, 1 strike.
Iola Scandinavia in the Central Wisconsin East Conference. They finished in 3rd place. They're 17-9 overall, 10-4 in their conference.
Line shot right back to the circle. Myers has it. She'll flip the first. 2 up, 2 down very quickly.
No fault of Muck. I mean, she just hit a dead red, just like you're supposed to do. Hit through the pitcher. She did that. And a great stop and throw. So a good piece of hitting by Muck. Unfortunately, it was right back to the circle.
So that'll bring up the catcher, Brooklyn Behrens. She'll look to get a little 2-out thunder going here for the Thunderbirds. First pitch swinging right back up the box. So Behrens aboard with 2 outs. Looks like she's going to stay on and do her own running there.
First baseman, Clara Collis.
So that will bring up the first baseman, Clara Collis.
Collis hitting .337, 33 hits, 98 at bats with 27 RBI and 28 runs scored.
Off running and safe down there at second is Behrens.
Well, you see why they let her run herself.
Yep.
She fly down the line from first to second and steals that base on the first pitch.
Yep. So ball on the first pitch there to Collis. That one high and outside, 2-0. Do like the approach, though, of Behrens and Muck trying to jump all over that first pitch, thinking that's probably going to be the best bet you're going to see from Myers in the circle this afternoon. A change up there, big swing and a miss.
Like Collis went after that one. Nice pitch by Myers.
27 RBIs for Colas on the year, looking to get one here and give her Thunderbirds an early 1-0 lead over top-seeded Grantsburg. That one line shot left field, couple steps in, over the head. That's going to be extra bases, 1 run. And in the form of Barons, and a double for Clara Colas.
Connor, when you hit the ball hard and you're aggressive, good things usually happen. Maybe not right away. Muck grounded out to the pitcher, but Barons got on, and then Colas hit it hard, and she got helped by the left fielder coming in 2 steps, and when she did that and tried to retreat, it was too late, and over her head and a run scores.
So that'll bring up Maren Hoyard. 29 RBIs for her on the year. She'll look to go back-to-back with Colas and make it 2-0 if she can. That one high and outside. So the count, 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, and 1 run already in here for the Thunderbirds, and they're top of the first.
Great start for Iola Scandinavia, just what they wanted.
That one jam shot right side, going to be played off the glove and face mask of Schaefer. Flip is late.
It was hit to Schaefer. It was hit hard, and it kind of bounced up off her mask as she was going down on it, and dribbled a couple steps. She picked it up and tried to flip it to first, but by then the runner was on, and everybody's safe.
So runners at the corners, and the Thunderbirds making their way through the lineup here in the top of the first. Chloe Trimdall. She'll stand in the box. The first offering to her, that one top of the strike zone, 0-1. 6 batters to the plate here for the Thunderbirds. The first 2, a strikeout and a ground out. Since then, they're getting all over it, and music guy almost timed the bounces with
I know. They've done that a couple times now.
So Timnall in the hole now. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners at the corners for the Thunderbirds. Myers looking to pitch herself out of a little bit of a 2-out jam here. That one high and away. Off to the races.
I was just going to say I'm surprised that Hoyer hasn't tried to steal second, and then she just did.
So is Hoyt.
So second and third now for the Thunderbirds.
So now Timnall can find something in the green grass. Good chance for her to pick up a couple RBIs. Number 9 and 10 on the year. Waits back on that changeup. Right side, right over to Olsen. She steps on the bag, and after 1/2. It is Iola 1, Grantsburg nothing. Coming to bat here on W7 Radio, presented by Jolly Good Soda.
You live in. Respect, character.
Jolly Good Soda. We put the pop in Wisconsin.
My God.
W7 Radio here live from Goodman Diamond on the campus of UW-Madison. Iola struck for 1 in the top of the first.
Megan Schaefer.
Grantsburg looking to get that back here. It'll be Megan Schaefer leading things off for the Pirates. She stands in the box, turns squares, lays it down, right back to the circle. Too fast. Nice job backing up there in right field.
It was bunted down the line. Tried to throw her out, and the ball went into right field, but a nice job in right field backing up the play. But nonetheless, Grantsburg gets the leadoff hitter on.
So Renee Twos, Whitney Myers waits on deck. Another bunt, that one down the line at third. Speed killing right now at the top of the order for the Pirates of Grantsburg.
I think Munoz might have been better served to let that go. It was heading foul, and there was no way she was going to get the hitter out or the runner going to second. I think if she lets that go, there's maybe a 75% chance that thing rolls foul to get another crack at it. But as it is now, first and second, nobody out.
2 pitches, 2 bunt singles for the Pirates. That'll bring up Whitney Myers. She'll look to help her own cause, get at least 1 run back here.
Connor, I'm telling you, I think the uniform of the day is Waterloo. They're coming up next. They look sharp. Those maroon jerseys right beneath you.
Oh, yeah.
Those
definitely.
maroon jerseys with white pants and maroon socks. I love those.
Yeah, I think they wore those in Random Lake.
The gold and black trim on the jerseys. They look sharp.
They look better in the winner's circle. Myers sends that 1-1 offer in the center field. Drifting over, making the catch is Tyndall, tagging. The runners each moving up 60 feet. Little things like that, Gary, though, not throwing the third, you got to throw to second.
Well, you got to cut that throw off. It was hit to center. A nice catch. She throws it in, and the cutoff lets it go to third. And when that happened, runner at first just scoots down to second. It's those little things, like you just said, Connor, that'll just eat you up, especially in games like this when the margin for error is so small.
So 1 out.
This isn't a conference game against the 5th place team in the conference where you can do things like that and it doesn't hurt you. It's going to hurt you if you do that.
Yep, Ruby Rango, the cleanup batter. She's in the box now.
And now you set the table for Rango, second and third.
That one center field, caught again. Tagging, coming home. They'll cut it off this time.
Smart play. There was no way you're getting her out. It was a sacrifice fly to center. She threw it in, and it was cut off by the pitcher and keeps the runner at second. But a run scores, and we're tied.
So that'll bring up the second baseman, Maddie Schaefer. Two's out at second with 2 outs and a run already in. I think if you're Iola, if you can get out of this one, you're feeling pretty good about yourself.
Yeah, I do too.
You know, you struck for 1 in the top of the first. The first 2 runners for Grantsburg got on. You're probably conceding a run at that point. And now a chance to get out of it. Ground ball right side, over to Hoyer. She flips to first.
In the Grantsburg first.
And that will retire the side.
No errors and 1 left on
Grantsburg
base.
strikes for 1 on 2 hits. They leave 1.
Division 4 states
After 1 completes, Iola 1, Grantsburg 1. You're listening to W7 Radio, the WI State Tournament Division 4 semifinal action, presented by Jolly Good Soda.
Commit to always buckle your seatbelt.
Jolly Good Soda. We put the pop in Wisconsin.
Back here at Goodman Diamond, 1-1 after 1. Both teams sending 6 to the plate in the first. You talked about that early surge. Both teams had it. Now we'll see if they can settle in and work their way to championship Saturday. Grantsburg, the defending Division 4 state champions. Iola Scandinavia looking to pull off the upset here at Goodman Diamond. Julia Munoz, the third baseman, stands in the right-handed batter's box. She takes strike 1. Munoz batting .205 on the year, 15 hits. 11 RBIs. That one fouled off. So the count, no balls, 2 strikes to Munoz. Whitney Myers back in the circle for the Pirates. Right back up the middle. Munoz aboard. Too good of a pitch with 2 strikes. And that's one of those things, you know, you talk about it, and we see it because we do a lot of these smaller town communities. You get to 7, 8, 9 in some of those conference games. 7, 8, 9 aren't going to hurt you too much. You can throw that over the middle of the plate. Not against a very good Iola Scandinavia team back at state for the 2nd year in a row. So Jaden Cruz in the box. She squares the bunt on the first one, fouls that one back. No balls, 1 strike. The designated player. That one going to roll foul as well down the third base line.
Umpires today, Jack Fleming behind the plate, Chet Markham at first, and Tammy Hutchinson at third.
So Myers once again ahead in the count, no balls, 2 strikes. The 0-2 offering inside. It's one of those there, Gary. I think if Rengo catches it, Fleming might ring her up on strikes.
Cruz hitting .086, 6 hits and 70 at bats.
And that one high and away, 2 balls, 2 strikes. This is though where some of these kids, they come up big in these situations. You don't expect them to. And they shock you. That one high, 3-2.
Well, nice job by Cruz working her way back out of that hole, and now it's 3-2. Should get something good to look at here in the top of the 2nd.
12 walks versus those 6 hits. 3-2 offering outside corner. Another backwards K.
Connor,
for
how
Whitney
many
Myers.
How many called third strikes have we seen today? A lot. There's been a lot of called third strikes today.
And I don't know if it's just my angle, but it seems like it's that expansive left-handed batter's box.
Yeah.
For whatever
agree.
reason, that left side seems to be a little bit bigger than the right here. Either way.
There'll be many things I'll do in life. Question Jack Fleming will not be one of them. I know
No.
Jack. You don't, they say you don't mess with Jim. You don't mess with Jack. Now, Jack's a fantastic official, both basketball and softball, and does a lot of things for the high school kids in the state of Wisconsin. We're blessed to have him as an official. We need a lot more Jack Flemings around than we have today.
Ava Prince, she stands in the box, takes strike 1. Second one high, 1-1. Fouls that one back. So now Prince behind the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runner down at first. Julia Munoz led off the inning with a single. Rango has shown off her arm a couple times here, and Iola Scandinavia not looking to test it. So Myers take a look at the armband, now spins it, and high. That'll run the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. And the 3-2 offering. Back up the middle. A little bobble at second. Try to turn 2. Not going to get it.
Got the force at second. That's the main thing. Cut down the lead runner. Nice play by Schaefer at second.
Yeah, that one kind of popped up on Schaefer a little
Jen kind of
bit.
rode up on her. She was able to knock it down, handle it, and flip it to second. Now you got 2 outs with a runner on first.
Back to the top of the lineup in Jalen Sievertson. And she takes outside. Strike one. 73 degrees as the sun sets behind us here at Goodman Diamond. Sievertson waits back on that one, lifts it to left field. What's settling under it is more. So that'll end the threat for the Thunderbirds. No runs on 1 hit. They strand 1 after 1.5. We're all tied at 1 here on W7. There's a message from the WIA and your friends at W7.
Why are interscholastic sports called the last classroom of the day? Because they teach students important life lessons like teamwork, accountability, and perseverance. School sports are so much more than a game. They're about developing the whole person. That's why they're an essential part of every student's education.
Encourage your student to participate in the last classroom of the day. Interscholastic sports in Wisconsin. This message presented by the WIAA and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.
To the bottom of the second we head here. Matchup number 1, top-seeded Grantsburg. 4th-seeded Iola Scandinavia leading things off for Grantsburg in their home half of the second. Will be Carly Gross, followed by Piper Olson and Vanessa Wickstrom. If either of them reach, it'll be Ashlyn Lanier. First pitch swinging is Gross. Right out to center field. Tyndall has it. 1 pitch, 1 out.
First baseman, Piper Olson.
So that'll bring up the first baseman, Piper Olson. She'll adjust the batting gloves. I don't think she had enough time to get him on there with Gross swinging on first pitch.
Right.
Hey, give me some time to get ready here. She takes high, ball 1. Olson batting .283 on the year, 15 hits, 25 RBIs, 12 runs herself. Slugging .434. That one high from Muck. So a 2-0 count here for the first baseman, Piper Olson. She'll step back in the left-handed batter's box. 2-0 offering from Muck right in there, 2-1. So both teams in a similar spot there, Gary. They sent 6 to the plate in the first. They struck for 1. Now looking to settle in. That one fouled back. Now even the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fan sitting in the front row there, giving a big old flinch on that foul ball.
Yeah.
Thinking the net's not going to work.
Thought it might end up in their popcorn.
Change up, fouled back.
Well, I see Tim Stoltz working his way around the bowl here at Goodman Diamond. Coach of the Wisconsin Bandits.
Change up, swing and a miss. Down on strikes is Olson.
Third baseman, Vanessa
So
Wickstrom.
with 2 outs and nobody on, that'll bring up the third baseman, Vanessa Wickstrom. She'll step in the right-handed batter's box. First pitch swinging that one down the first base line. Giving chase is Colas. Unable to get to it before it finds the ground. So Wickstrom, .294 on the year, 20 hits, 21 ribbies, 8 runs. Lanier in the on-deck circle. Change up. Out of the hand of Maddie Muck. And she's way ahead in the count. No balls, 2 strikes to the number 8 batter, Wickstrom. Another changeup, ground ball right side. Hoyard has it, over to first.
In the Grantsburg second,
3 up, 3 down for the Pirates. They go quietly. After 2 complete, we head to the third. All tied at 1. You are listening to W7 Radio. Presentation of the 2023 Softball State Tournament.
To browse and purchase branded merchandise, visit the
Sportsmanship doesn't stop when the game ends. It's part of the community you live in. Respect, character, dignity. Your community, your team. We're a proud sponsor of the WIAA Rural Mutual Insurance Sportsmanship Award and have been since it began. It recognizes that sportsmanship matters in your community. Visit ruralmutual.com/WIAA and see how our team and your community can work together to be true champions.
Top of the third here at Goodman Diamond. Division 4 semifinal action. Grantsburg and Iola Scandinavia locked in a 1-1 battle here. Leading things off is the pitcher, Maddie Muck for the Thunderbirds. She takes ball 1, the 1-0 offering. Slapped right side. Schaefer has it. She goes to first. Always good when you can keep the speedy Maddie Muck off the bases.
One thing I'm seeing from Iola Scandinavia is they're doing a lot of first pitch swinging, which I'm not saying is good or bad, but they've been very aggressive at swinging at that first pitch.
Well, we're running about an hour and 20 minutes behind, so that's good.
In that context, I guess it is. But of course, you want to make sure you're getting a good look while you're up there.
I mean, I think it's something if you think you got something on Myers that she's going to throw first pitch fastball, and why not jump all over it and
well,
see what you can do with it.
I saw Germantown try that strategy against Cedarburg and Cassidy Gall, and it did not work out well for them in that sectional semifinal a couple weeks ago.
Barons waits back on that one, left side. Twos has it. Over to Olsen. 2 up, 2 down. We're going to be right back on schedule, Gary.
We're zipping along here.
Unless this one stays in a 1-1 battle and we're playing to the wee hours of the morning in a tie.
You know what? I'm here for the duration, so I'm down for whatever.
I'm here till Saturday.
Get a pizza over here, and hey, you know what? We're good.
And that one comes out the back door. Myers lost the grip. She gives a thumbs up over to the dugout, so officially that goes down as a ball to Clara Colas.
Get a grip, Whitney.
Second pitch, swinging off the glove and right. Round first is Colas. She's going to try for 3. And it'll be a stand-up. It'll be interesting how they rule this. They did go off the glove of Gross in right field, battling that sun as it sets right into her eyes. Clara Colas stands at third.
Second baseman.
It was a hot shot hit to right field. Gross, again, kind of came in a step and then backed up. And by the time it got to her, by the time it came out to her, she was out of position. She jumped to try to catch it, and it just skimmed off the top of her glove. So not only did she not make the play, the ball then got behind her and rolled to the fence, enabling Colas to get all the way to third.
Wow, it's such a hard hit ball that center fielder was no help to be backing up.
No, it was a rocket.
So Marin Hoyt stands in the box. Chance to give her Thunderbirds a lead. Right side, that's going to get through. Coming home is Colas. So Marin Hoyt with an RBI single here in the top of the third. That gives Iola Scandinavia a 2-1 lead.
Center fielder, Chloe Tyndall.
So that'll bring up the center fielder, Chloe Timdall. She's had a busy afternoon already out there in center field.
Connor, I seriously think the whole community of Waterloo is here today. I mean, there's so much gold in the maroon and gold in the stands.
I love it. Community night at Goodman Diamond. That's what happens when you get down to the D4, D5s. So Timdall in the box. She's ahead in the now 1-1. 2 outs. Hoyer down at first. 1-1 offering here from Myers. That one going to be fouled back. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs to Chloe Timdall, the center fielder for Iola Scandinavia. Myers has the sign. She'll spin it, rock, fire. Change up, strike 3. So another backwards K for Myers.
And 1 left on base.
After 2.5.
Your score. Iola Scandinavia 2.
Thunderbirds 2. Pirates 1, but coming to bat here on W7 at Goodman Diamond, home of the 2023 WIA State Softball Tournament.
W7 coverage of the 2023 WIAA State Softball Tournament is presented by Jolly Good Soda. We put the pop in Wisconsin. Visit jollygoodsoda.com to find it in your area. And by Distillery, with locations in Richfield and Grafton. Distillery has a full food menu including homemade pizzas and a Friday fish fry. Visit www.distillerywi.com and follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
Bottom of the third, leading things off for the Pirates. Ashlyn Leonard. First pitch lays it down. Munoz Nicolas. 1 up, 1 down. That'll bring up the center fielder, Megan Schaefer. Schaefer, 381 on the year, 32 hits, 10 RBIs. She takes strike 1 outside corner. So it really seems like both Muck and Myers really settling into the circle here in the middle part of this contest. That one inside corner, strike 2. Renee Two's on deck. And Whitney Myers awaits behind her. The 0-2 offering, changeup high. Good eye discipline there from Megan Schaefer. That one slapped right side, going to make its way out of play over into the town of Waterloo. I mean, that's the thing, though. I mean, this, it got just behind because of good softball here this morning. Nothing you can do about it, and that's okay. Well, you got everybody showing up for that 6:30 contest, and we are just in to the bottom of the third. That one slapped right side, going to make its way also into Waterloo. It is just maroon and gold to our right, Gary.
It is. It's completely enveloped in maroon and gold.
And then you've got every color of the rainbow to our left on the third base line. Purple, blue, orange, red, yellow, black, white. I don't know if I left anything out. The 2-2 offering, that one might stay in play, giving chase. Just off the glove of Colas. So Schaefer, she'll make her way back to the box. She'll pick up the bat, and we'll do it again. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, nobody on here. Bottom of the third. 2-1 lead for our Iola Scandinavia. That 2-2 offering served right center field. Big turn at first for Schaefer. Quickly getting it back into the infield is Tyndall, and Schaefer will retreat back to first.
The shortstop.
Nice piece of hitting by Schaefer.
So the shortstop, Renee Tews.
Schaefer just saw that coming down and just reached out and poked it right in the middle, right down the middle, right center field, and a solid base hit.
Tews will take a long look down the third base line before getting into the box. And she takes ball 1, low and away.
Infield, the corner's way in at first and third on Tews.
She'll see. You know, one thing that I miss that's kind of gone away was staying in the box.
Oh, after every pitch?
3-4 years ago, there's a big emphasis on staying in the box, keeping 1 foot in the box.
Yeah.
And not walking down. And I think it's going to make its way back down.
I do too. All this checking gloves and
pitch
it's
clock
all that
and
stuff again.
And all that. I think softball's fast already, but we can get even faster. And that one fumbled over to our right in the stands. Fouled back out of play. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here to the shortstop, Renee Tews. Batting .347 on the year. That one outside. So Muck, 2-2 offering, slap left side. Severson has it. She'll take the force at second. Hoyer not even looking to make turn 2 there. Getting the for sure out.
Nice play by Severson at shortstop. Just a fielded it cleanly and flipped to second.
Myers.
Cut down the lead runner. Now you got 2 outs with a runner at first.
So the pitcher, Whitney Myers. She'll step in the right-handed batter's box. First pitch swinging. That one out to center field. Going to get down. Looking to go first to third is Tews, and she will. So now runners at the corner.
Didn't send Myers to second. But the runner from first moves all the way to third. Tell you what, it was at one hob. I thought maybe they could have made a play on it in center field.
Rombach, courtesy runner at first base.
Yeah, it's a do or die situation. If she dives, Iserman really wasn't over there backing up in time. So we get a courtesy runner now down at first. That's going to be number 15.
Ruby Ringo.
Abby Rombach.
Abby Rombach.
They're going to throw down all the way through. They get Rombach stealing. That will erase the threat and kill whatever you were going to say, Gary, about Abby Rombach.
We'll do it
is
next inning.
gunned down, trying to steal.
On base. After 3 completes your score.
After 3,
2, Grantsburg
Thunderbirds 2, Pirates 1, here on W7 Radio.
WIAA.tv on the NFHS network is a unique web portal featuring live and
Jolly Good Soda. We put the pop in Wisconsin.
Let me know when you're ready.
It's time to join the Buckle Up, Phone Down movement. The Wisconsin Department of Transportation challenges all Wisconsin drivers to put safety first by taking the 2 most important actions to prevent or survive a crash. Use your seatbelt on every trip and put down the phone when driving. Buckle up and phone down on every trip, every time. A message from the WIAA and your friends at W7. So, top of the 4th, a little bit of momentum now for Iola Scandinavia. First pitch swinging again, right back up the middle. Julia Munoz.
The Thunderbirds are starting to feel it a little bit. They're the 4 seed. Grantsburg, the defending state champs, the 1 seed. We talked about it early, Connor. Said, hey, survive those first couple innings, make it competitive, and then come out, start, do your thing, let the game come to you. And Iola Scandinavia doing exactly that.
It's a mindset game, right? You're expecting maybe Grantsburg to strike for 1 in the first. That one laid down. They go to first. They get the out.
Great
nice
execution
job
by Cruza on the sacrifice bunt. Did her job and got the runner over just the way she's supposed to. Laid it down perfectly right in front of home plate and got the runner over to second. She did her job.
Hey, so you're Iola. You come in. You're expecting maybe the Pirates to strike for 1 in the first, but you throw the first punch. You get 1 in the top. Then you get out of a jam. You kind of feel like you have the momentum. That one laid down again, first base line. Olsen has it. She'll fire to Schaefer coming over and covering from second.
Ava Prince does her job, bunts it down the line at first, keep it away from the left side of the diamond. And now you got a runner at third with 2 outs. Interesting strategy here for Iola, setting things up. So that was the 9-hitter. Now you're back top of the order with Sievertson. A chance to add a run here in the 4th for the Thunderbirds.
Yeah, so a little different strategy in 8-9 sacrificing themselves versus what we've seen kind of through most of the day of
9 setting up 1.
9 setting up the top of the order. This time sacrificing themselves, getting them runner in the scoring position. Now pass ball. Munoz could score from third.
That's true. Good point.
So Sievertson now in the box. She's up in the count. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Myers looking to work herself out of another jam. She waits back on that one, pops it up right side, fighting the sun, but making the grab is Schaefer.
In the Iola Scandinavia 4th, no runs.
So the Thunderbirds threaten, but they strand 1.
After 3.5 your score.
After 3.5 completes, we head to the bottom of the 4th. Iola Scandinavia 2, Grantsburg 1, here on W7, presented by Jolly Good Soda.
All right, remember, we're a team that plays together. Listen, the winning will take care of itself. We just have to get everyone involved.
In interscholastic sports, we celebrate what makes every one of us unique. And in the pursuit of a common goal, everyone in the huddle, in the bleachers, and in the community comes together. This message presented by the WIAA and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.
Grantsburg Pirates.
Bottom of the 4th we head. Grantsburg trails by 1. Iola Scandinavia looking to pull off the upset. A lot of softball left to be played, though. Ruby Rango will look to get the action going for Grantsburg. Rango doing the catching duties this afternoon for Grantsburg. She takes strike 1. Second offering here from Muck, high. So the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. And that one sent down the right field line, but drifting foul. So Rango quickly in the hole, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Lead things off here for the Pirates in their home half of the 4th. Just under 50 minutes into this one. Moving right along, that one. Iola Scandinavia thought it caught the corner. Mr. Fleming says otherwise. 2-2 offering.
Pulled the
Big
string on
swing
that
and a
one.
miss.
That was a great pitch. Wow. Beautiful changeup.
Rango down on strikes.
Matty Muck just pulled the string on that pitch. That was a beautiful off speed. Had Rango reach, and down she goes.
So with 1 out, that will bring up second baseman Matty Schaefer. And first pitch swinging foul into the Iola Scandinavia dugout. Second one right there. 0-2 now. Matty Muck really finding her groove. 0-2 offering, fouled back. So we'll reset, do it again. No balls, 2 strikes. To the second baseman, Matty Schaefer. 0 for 1 today. 0-2 offering, changeup outside. 1-2. Muck takes a look at the armband. She'll spin it, bring it to the plate, big swing. Ooh, foul. I thought it was.
Everybody clap your hands. Clap, clap.
Oh, we had a swing and a miss there. Foul and fouled back. So we'll reset, do it again. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out. Muck looks in. Just low.
The T-Bird Nation is fired up.
They are on the edge of their seats as each pitch and each out goes by. They're feeling it more and more. 2-2. That one well into the left-handed batter's box. So that'll run the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes to the senior second baseman, Matty Schaefer. Inside corner, she'll draw the 1-out walk. So a great at-bat there from the senior Matty Schaefer. Fought off a couple pitches, stayed alive. So Schaefer aboard now.
Right fielder.
For the right fielder, Carly Gross. Another senior here on this Grantsburg roster. First pitch swinging, back to the circle. Muck will go to second. They get the force over to first. Not in time.
Almost a double play.
Sievertson unable to twist it. But they do get the force out at second.
First baseman, Piper Olson.
So that will bring up the first baseman, the freshman. First baseman, Piper Olson. That one outside corner. Olson looking all the way, no balls, 1 strike. Carly Gross down at first with 2 outs. Olson in the box. Line shot.
Rockets.
And that one back in play already. Fans not messing around. Getting it right back in play.
That almost like somebody's head off on the other side of the fence down the third base line.
0-2 offering. Olson waits back on it. That's going to get down left field line. Over to get it is Prince. And that one sneaks away, throwing back into the infield. Muck will gather it. So a 2-out hit there.
The next, Vanessa Wickstrom.
from the freshman Olsen. So Gross now at second, Olsen at first. And the first baseman, Piper Olsen. Senior third baseman, 294 on the year, 20 hits, 20 RBIs. That one fouled back to the backstop. She's in the hole, no balls, 2 strikes. And 2 outs here on W7, presented by Jolly Good Soda. We put the pop in Wisconsin. Mark's got the sign, she brings it to the plate. That one left side. A diving Sievertson keeps it on the infield, but nowhere to go with it.
Sievertson saved a run. It was hit to her right in the 5-6 hole. Sievertson lays out and dives and gets it in her mitt. If she doesn't do that, that ball's in left field, and the runner at third, runner at second would have scored, but instead, runner at third, no runs in yet. Now the bases are loaded. But I'll tell you what, a huge play by Sievertson, especially if Iola Scandinavia can get this third out here in the 4th. That could be a momentum changer right there, Connor. And you know what? Nothing really happened. There was no outs recorded on the play. It was an infield hit, but Sievertson prevented the runner from third scoring, and that's huge.
Any way necessary to keep that ball on the infield and keep that run from scoring. So that'll bring up the sophomore, number 30, Ashlyn Lanier. Bases loaded, big opportunity here.
Lanier 229 on the year, 8 hits, 35 at bats. She scored 9 runs and 8 RBI.
So Lanier pinch hitting.
This is a big moment in this game right here, Connor.
Well, Lanier not pinch hitting, she was the designated player.
Bases loaded, full of Pirates.
Big swing and a miss there.
Muckety Muck is pitching some heat.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases loaded. Big opportunity here for Grantsburg to tie it back up or take the lead. Thunderbirds
Muckety
get
Muck!
out of it!
In the Grantsburg 4.
So Lanier down on strikes. Muck pitches out of the jam.
And 3 left
and the
on
Thunderbirds
base.
will take a 2-1 lead to the 5th. Here on W7.
The 2023 WBCA Girls Basketball All-Star Games are on W7 on June 28th. 5 games in one day with the class of 2023 All-Stars from all over the state of Wisconsin. Watch all the games 100% live and 100% free on YouTube and Facebook. W7 is for the girls.
W7 Live Radio, Instant Classic brewing here. Thunderbirds of Iola Scandinavia, an early 2-1 lead over the Grantsburg Pirates. And we got a pitching change. In the circle for Grantsburg is going to be Piper Olsen.
And this is what we talked about in pregame, Connor. And Whitney did a nice job pitching. Nothing wrong, but sometimes he just need a little change of pace.
No, but
so Myers gives way to Olsen.
But I think Iola, they've had something in the scout report, right? They've been jumping all over that first pitch from Myers and making good contact, sending it into the outfield. And so now maybe looking to change speed, change eye levels here, with Piper Olsen coming in to pitch and relieve Myers. And leading things off will be Maddie Muck. looking to help her own cause. Big strikeout for her in the bases loaded jam back in the bottom of the 4th. And we were talking off air, Gary, maybe the biggest play of all so far in the game. Didn't actually record an out.
Yes.
It was Sievertson diving to her right and keeping it on the infield and not allowing that run to score. That one slap foul down the third base line. That'll even the count. 1 ball, 1 strike.
They closed the book on Whitney Myers. 4 innings, 7 hits, 2 runs, both of them earned, no walks, and 3 strikeouts.
Book open with an asterisk. She
True.
wants to come back.
That's true.
We'll see. Sometimes all it takes is just a 1 inning to kind of change the eye level and speed of the bat speed of these batters. So Maddie Muck swings over the top of that 1-1 offering. So now Olsen, she'll get the sign. She'll spin it, and here she comes. That one left side. Going to play the long hop is Twos. Can't play the long hop with the good speed of Maddie Muck.
Muck went barreling out of the box. It was a kind of in between hopper, and as Connor said, Twos played the long hop, went back a couple steps, made the play cleanly and threw to first, but by the time it got to first, Muck was there. You come in and charge that, and you pick it up before it hits that last hop, you maybe got a chance at her. It would have been tough either way, but there was no way you were going to get her when you played the long hop.
So a little meeting of the minds. Brooklyn Barons, number 3 batter and catcher for Iola Scandinavia, gets some wise words from head coach Tom Anderson. That one rifled out of play. Top row of the bleachers here at Goodman Diamond. Also known as Waterloo.
Yeah, tell you what, you can call it Waterloo today, I'm telling you.
There is
the Waterloo crowd, the whole community is here.
If you are left in Waterloo, I think you missed the bus.
And the whole Bandits community here is also, they're all wearing Play for Kate t-shirts, which is for the late Kate Marty, who passed away last year following a tragic ATV accident. And I see Coach Stoles and a whole ton of kids wearing Play for Kate shirts.
That one gets away from Rango, and Muck quickly down to second. And here is Iola Scandinavia with a chance here to add to their 2-1 lead. 2 balls, 1 strike to the catcher, Brooklyn Barons. That one dribbled out in front of home plate. Wickstrom going to field it, but nowhere to go with it. And so now runners at the corners, and the inning starts to brew a little bit bigger.
So here's what's big now for Iola Scandinavia. So you've gotten through the storm. Now you're ahead in the 4th. You got runners at 1st and 3rd. You have to capitalize now.
You need one, at least
one. At least one, maybe 2. You cannot leave these runners on and leave the door open for Grantsburg as we get later into this game.
Let's see what Grantsburg elects to do. That one gets away. Runner down to second, coming home is Muck. She's going to score with no throw. Over to third is Barons.
Great base running.
And here it is. You talked about capitalizing with at least one. There's the one. Now they're going to look to pile it on here. Brooklyn Barons. 1st to 3rd on that pass ball. Heads up base running by her. And Clara Colas.
You know, Tom Anderson knows what he's doing. Head coach for Iola Scandinavia, coaching at 3rd. 32 years in the game, 438 wins, a 86 UW Whitewater grad. Great coaching at 3rd, sending the runner, and then also the runner at 2nd moving over to 3rd. Huge pass ball.
Little dribbler back to the circle. Olsen has it. She'll go to 1st, but it did her job.
And a run
Colas
scores.
Did her job. She put bat to ball. She gets another run in. And Iola's struck for 2 here and still just 1 out as they work through the middle bottom of their lineup here. Marin Hoyard, now the second baseman, will stand in the box. .371 average, 36 hits, 29 RBIs.
And we said it, Connor, if you're Iola here, you got to get at least one, maybe two. They've got two. So they lead 4-1 now in the fifth. And now it starts feeling like, hey, maybe this is going to happen.
Well, if you're Grantsburg, you haven't trailed much.
No, you're not used to, and that's the other thing, too.
This year,
They're not used to playing from behind.
You don't know how your team's going to respond.
So not a lot of experience playing from behind, and now how will the Pirates respond? You got nobody on now with one out in the fifth. Now's that time where, you're that defending state champ, you got to dig deep. Now you got to dig deep and kind of climb your way out of this thing. And it's like I always say, it's like eating an elephant, one bite at a time. It's going to take a while. You're not going to get it right away, but you just got, first of all, you got to get through this inning and then get your hitters up and get going here in the bottom of the fifth.
Well,
and they're state champs for a reason. Defending state champs.
It's going to be that senior leadership of Tews, Gross, Schaefer, and Wickstrom, along with Maya Benson, that they're going to have to lean on. And you might going to have to need a little rallying cry, little speech here when they, Olsen can get you out of this and get you into the dugout. And you don't need all three back, but it'd be nice to have one or two here in the bottom as long as you don't give up another run. As it stands, Hoyert in the box, 1-2 pitch to her. That one fouled off. The freshman Piper Olsen in the circle. Still no errors for either team. 4 runs on 9 hits for Iola Scandinavia. 1 run, 6 hits for Grantsburg. That one high, 2-2.
Tell you what, the Iola Scandinavia crowd hanging on every pitch. Edge of their seat on every pitch.
2-2 offering served in the right field, right at a perfectly placed Carly Gross. And so now with 2 outs and nobody aboard, 2 runs already in though. That will bring up the center fielder, Chloe Timdall. Of course, the winner of this one will face the winner of the next one. Which is Stratford and Waterloo. That first pitch was scheduled for 6:30. Probably looking at about 7:45.
Unless you got a DeLorean or something here, that ain't happening.
And I'm looking forward to that Division 5 Pacelli McDonald Central matchup, in which
that'll be a fun one.
That one first pitch will be approximately probably 10 o'clock.
That's all right.
Which is okay. Exactly. That one outside. That'll even the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here to the senior center fielder, Chloe Timdall.
Iola Scandinavia, 4 runs, 9 hits, no errors. Grantsburg, 1 run, 6 hits, and no errors. It's been a clean game defensively by both teams, but Iola Scandinavia taking advantage, offensively doing a great job running the bases, and a lot of small ball sacrifice bunts and whatnot, but that's been able to bring runs across, and also took advantage of a wild pitch pass ball to score as well. So they're taking advantage of the opportunities as they come, and they lead 4-1.
That one right in there, 3-2.
1 in the first, 1 in the third, and 2 in the fifth. Grantsburg, 1 in the first, and that's been it so far. Muck pitching a great game for Iola Scandinavia.
Well, I think she's filled with confidence, but right there, Olsen paints the corner. And that will end the top of the fifth.
After 4.5 years,
2 runs, 2 hits. Iola Scandinavia leaves nobody. And we head to the bottom of the fifth. It is Iola Scandinavia 4, Grantsburg 1. But first, it's time for the 5th inning stretch here at Goodman Diamond.
As you stand up for Take Me Out to the Ballgame.
Hey!
And if you're Grantsburg, let's get some runs. But if you're an Iola Scandinavia Thunderbird, let's get 3 outs and move to the 6th.
Leading off for the Grantsburg Pirates, center fielder Megan Schaefer.
So leading things off for Grantsburg, their home half of the 5th will be the top of the order, Megan Schaefer, followed by Tews, Myers, and Rango. Maddie Muck still in the circle here for the Thunderbirds, pitching one heck of a gem. That one hit right side. Hoyard has it. She'll go to first. It's plays like that where you just feel like it's been building.
It was hit right on the button, but Hoyard moves just a couple steps to her right, backhands it, and then flips it over to first. And you're right, Connor. It feels like the momentum's just building for Iola Scandinavia right now, and Grantsburg looking for anything.
Grantsburg is hitting the ball hard, but Scandinavia is making the plays.
The T-Birds are fully engaged here.
First pitch to Tews, outside corner, strike 1.
And you talked about this, Connor. I mean, Muck's confidence has to keep growing, and I can see why. I mean, her defense has just got her back all through this game. Sievertson has been fantastic at shortstop, and then just around the diamond, the defensive play has been fantastic, and that lets Muck just come in and pitch her game.
Throw some fastballs right over the plate. Line shot.
There's
right
a nice
field.
hit. Nice hit by Tews in the right field, right between first and second for Renee Tews. And you got a runner on now for Grantsburg. Now we got to get that runner around and across, at least get one in here in the 5th and pull in within a couple runs.
Well, they're at the right spot in the lineup as well. Number 3 batter, Whitney Myers, and the cleanup batter, Ruby Rango. That one outside.
You know, kind of look at the Grantsburg crowd, and it's kind of low energy, a lot of, arms crossed, just kind of like waiting for stuff to happen. This is where the kids need you to help them make it happen. And I see it on the Iola Scandinavia side. I mean, they're all engaged. And again, I'm not dissing anybody. I'm just saying, just my observation is right now, that Grantsburg crowd, these kids need them right now. You got to come to life here and help these kids get fired up.
Well, as I look around, I have a hard time distinguishing where the Grantsburg crowd is. That one hit into the outfield, coming on, making the grab. Settling under it nicely, Chloe Timdall.
Nice play by Timdall in center, just taking charge of the play. It was hit right behind second and on the right field side, and so you had 3 fielders converging. Timdall just said, hey, I got this, and got under it and made the catch.
But back to what I was saying about the crowd, there's like pockets of purple. There's
there are.
There's 4 here, 4 there, 2 here, 2 there, sprinkled in with a lot of orange and a lot of red and other colors. But we look to our right, and there's an entire team T-shirt of white.
Yeah, they own a whole section right behind home plate, and so they're encouraging all their kids on every pitch. You hear, hey, Chloe, it's your turn, it's your night, it's your game, you got this.
Yes.
You can hear, those kids hear that. And if you don't think it makes a difference, you're crazy, because it sure does.
So Ruby Rango will bat here with 2 outs. First one in there for a ball, as well as the second. RBI, strikeout, and sacrifice fly for Rango. She takes strike there, 2-1. That one fouled off. So the freshman catcher, Ruby Rango, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Rango looking to keep the line moving. That one popped in the right side. Going to battle the sun. Gets all sort of turned around. Goes Iserman. That one going to fall. Tews around. She will score easily. And a double for the freshman Ruby Rango.
You could tell Iserman was in trouble the minute that thing left the bat. She was spinning like a top out there in right field, trying to figure out the best angle. And you're fighting the sun in right field. And it just skipped off her glove, and by then, Tews was between second and third and finishes off with a run. And so We talked about it, Grantsburg. You got to get a run out of this inning. They did that. It's 4-2.
And we're looking at a courtesy runner for the catcher, Ruby Rango.
A big play there because now you got a runner at second. And now a courtesy runner, now a single, and it's 4-3. I mean, that's a huge play, and it could be a huge momentum shifter for the Pirates.
LeBeck, the courtesy runner at second base.
So LeBeck will come in and run for Rango out at second. And we'll bring up Maddie Schaefer, the second baseman. She'll stand in the right-handed batter's box with her Grantsburg Pirates trailing by 2 here in the bottom of the 5th. 4 runs, 9 hits, no errors for the Thunderbirds. 2 runs, 8 hits, no errors for Grantsburg. Maddie Schaefer heading to count 2 balls, no strikes. 2-0 offering right there outside corner. 2-1. Muck about as cool as a cucumber out there. Gets the sign. Right or left side under a diving glove of Silverstein. Nice throw from Ava Prince. She came up firing. That will keep LeBeck at third. So mark that play down as well, Gary. LeBeck or Prince charging, making a good throw home.
Carly Gross.
This could be back-to-back innings with 2 outs that Iola Scandinavia makes a couple of great hustle plays, you can call them, I guess, to keep the runner at third and not allow a run. And right now, that is the difference in the game.
So Carly Gross at the plate is now the go-ahead run for Grantsburg. First and third with 2 out.
She takes strike there. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runners at the corners in LeBeck and Schaefer. LeBeck at third, Schaefer at first. Gross in the box. She's going to slap that one in the center. Coming on, making the grab is Chloe Timdall.
1 run on 3 hits with no errors and 2 left on base.
So the Pirates do get 1
Your score
on 3 hits, but they strand 2.
Two.
And we head to the top of the 6th here on W7 Radio, presented by Jolly Good Soda. We put the pop in Wisconsin.
Commercials are a vital part of educational.
Jolly Good Soda. We put the pop in Wisconsin.
One. W7 Live Radio, Instant Classic Brewing here at Goodman Diamond. Game 1 of the Division IV WIA State Semifinals. The number 4 seeded Iola Scandinavia has Grantsburg, top seeded and defending state champion, on the ropes. Top of the 6th, 4-2 Iola Scandinavia. Already down to their second pitcher.
I just feel like Iola Scandinavia let Grantsburg kind of put their foot in the door in that last inning.
Here's the problem. This is not my 4-1 upset of the tournament. My 4-1 upset is Somerset over Broadhead, which I hope I don't have to pay for tomorrow. But anyway, Piper Olson in the circle for the second inning now. First one in there, taken for a ball.
Iola Scandinavia, the 4 seed, and Grantsburg, the defending state champions, 1 seed.
Julia Munoz leading things off here. Swinging right back up the box. Munoz has had her hand in everything this afternoon. She has been at the front of the charge in that 7 spot. Now 3 for 3.
Designated player, Jaden Crusoe.
Cruza squaring up to bunt. She's 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a sacrifice. And you can bet she'll be trying to sacrifice here and get the runner over to second.
Corners way in. Myers at first, Wickstrom at third. Almost looking to take it right off the bat.
No offer there. 2 balls, no strikes.
Of Crusoe. Of course, they did this before. Munoz reached, and Crusoe and Prince both sacrificed.
Yes. 7, 8, 9 again, just like in the 5th.
The 2-0 in
offered there.
So 2 balls, 1 strike. Here's to the number 8 batter, Jaden Crusoe. Designated player this afternoon for the Thunderbirds of Iola, Scandinavia. Gets that one down, over to Myers. She'll spin and throw to first. Schaefer covering. So Crusoe gets her job done. She sacrifices 3-4 on the putouts.
And you may look back at this afterwards and say, well, you know, hey, you know, big hits, great pitching. But things like that, Jaden Crusoe twice now has laid down perfect, she's executed those sacrifice bunt twice perfectly. And if you look back to this morning, wouldn't Menominee Falls do anything to get a chance of doing that again with Sam Goss, who got doubled off, who got into a double play because of a missed sacrifice bunt. It's those things that turn games, and that's making the difference. And Jaden Crusoe has been fantastic at doing her job here in this game for Iola Scandinavia.
Now Ava Prince in the right-handed batter's box. She'll square, offer, and whiff on that one. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Ones are wild across the middle row of the scoreboard up there. Ava Prince 1, number 1, 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out for the freshman. Left fielder had a big clutch throw.
And Connor, they're doing it again. They're doing the same thing again. Prince is trying to bunt to get Munoz over to third.
It is. Well,
carbon copy of that 5th inning.
See what they can do here. Now Prince behind the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. See if they keep the bunt on. Olsen, offer to the plate. Prince doesn't take the bat off the shoulder. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Julia Munoz, the runner, out at second. Another leadoff single for her. 3 for 3 on the day out of the 7-hole. Prince slaps that one foul, and she'll come back and do it again.
Winner of this game meets the winner of Stratford and Waterloo next. I'm worried if Iola Scandinavia wins and Stratford wins, it's going to be the Battle of the Orange on Saturday.
But it's going to be Waterloo. Orange
maybe
or gold and maroon.
Maybe.
That one right at the top of the strike zone. The bottom of the ball must have touched the top of the numbers. And Prince down on strikes.
But you got the positions you want. You got a runner in scoring position for your shortstop, Sievertson, with a chance to add a run here in the 6th.
First pitch swinging right back to the circle. Olsen has it. She'll go to first. Myers has it.
No runs on 1 hit with no errors and 1 left on base.
So the Thunderbirds get the leadoff runner aboard to Munoz, but they leave her stranded. And after 5.5 completes,
The WIAA
Iola Scandinavia 4, Grantsburg 2. You are listening to W7 Radio, presented by Jolly Good Soda. We put the pop in Wisconsin.
Making these educational experiences available.
Attention high school sports fans. Are you an armchair official? You know, the parent or fan who constantly yells at the referees and loves to let everyone know just how bad you think they are. Well, if you think you could do better, then get in the game and prove it. It's time for you to suit up and make the calls where they actually count. Every sport in Wisconsin needs more officials. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Off the bottom of the sixth for the Grantsburg Pirates, pitcher Piper Olson.
To the bottom of the sixth we head. Just 6 outs remaining to get at least 2 for the defending state champion Grantsburg Pirates. They trail by 2. Well, leading things off will be their pitcher, Piper Olson, who came on in relief of Myers. She squares, lays it down, back to the circle. Muck has it. Over to Marin Hoyard, who was covering. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the 6th. And that will leave
Vanessa Wickstrom.
way for the third baseman, Vanessa Wickstrom.
Wickstrom hitting .294, coming into the 20 hit 68 at bats.
First pitch swinging as well down the line. Just foul. Munoz, there she is, sticking her nose in everything.
She is. She's been clutch today for Iola Scandinavia. On base percentage for Wickstrom is .380 to go with that .294 batting average. Got to get on any way you can here in the 6th. Iola Scandinavia, 4 runs, 10 hits, no errors. They got 1 in the 1st, 1 in the 3rd, and 2 in the 5th. Grantsburg, 2 runs, 9 hits, no errors, 1 in the 1st, and 1 in the 5th.
Muck, inside corner, strike 2. So
Maddie Muck, 5 1/3, 9 hits, 2 runs. Both of them earned, 1 walk and 3 strikeouts.
1-2 offering for Muck. Just missed high. 2-2.
Muck has faced 25 batters, 5 fly balls and 7 ground balls. Now it's 3-2.
That one fouled back to the nets. So we'll reset, do it again. Vanessa Wickstrom, the senior third baseman here for the Grantsburg Pirates. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Muck, big swing and a
Great
miss.
pitch, great pitch. Again, this is just trusting your defense. Muck just brought it and said, you know what, if you can hit it, hit it.
And the way the defense is played, I wouldn't blame her.
The flex player, Kaylee Moore.
So that'll bring up number 5, Kaylee Moore, and she's safely aboard. Little
infield squibber on the left side of the diamond.
Slid the hands up the bat and just slapped it a little left side.
Center fielder.
Didn't leave the infield, but it was enough trouble that she could get on. So now the tying run at the plate. In the name of Megan Schaefer, the junior. Schaefer hitting .381.
Back to the top of the order. That one lifted right side. Coming on, making the grab this time is Abby Iserman.
On 1 hit with no errors.
Just the 1 hit for Grantsburg. They leave her stranded. And after 6,
Grantsburg 2.
Iola Scandinavia 4, Grantsburg 2. T-Bird Nation on their feet. They're starting to feel it here at Goodman Diamond.
The 2023 WBCA Girls Basketball All-Star Games are on W7 on June 28th. 5 games in one day with the class of 2023 All-Stars from all over the state of Wisconsin. Watch all the games 100% live and 100% free on YouTube and Facebook. W7 is for the girls.
Leading off the 7th for the Iola Scandinavia Thunderbirds, pitcher Maddie Muck.
Top of the 7th. Who other than Maddie Muck to lead things off for the Thunderbirds? I'm sure right now she'd actually much rather be in the circle looking to get 3 outs and send her team to championship Saturday. But first, one more plate appearance. See if she can't help her own cause. 58 hits on the year. First one taken for a strike. She slaps that one left side. Coming on. Getting called off, though, was Moore. Twos settles under it and makes the grab down the left field line.
The catcher, Brooklyn Barons.
So Brooklyn Barons, the catcher. So the pitcher-catcher duo here batting back-to-back here in the 7th. As we said, we'll love nothing more than to be out there getting outs with the lead here in the bottom of the 7th if they can. Brooklyn Barons takes strike 1. 1 out here in the top of the 7th. Iola Scandinavia clinging to a 4-2 lead. That one in there for a strike. 0-2. Both teams with 10 hits. No errors. And the only difference is a big crooked number of 2 in the 5th inning for Iola Scandinavia.
Looking ahead to the bottom of the 7th for Grantsburg, it'll be 2, 3, and 4. Twos, Myers, and Rengo.
That one fouled off. So reset, do it again.
Iola Scandinavia would nothing more than get an insurance run or 2 here in the 7th. That lead of 2 is precarious with your 2, 3, 4 hitters coming up in the 7th.
Olsen's 0-2 offering high and inside. Sends Barons ducking. So now 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out to the freshman catcher, Brooklyn Barons. She chases that one upstairs. If I would have had my net, I would have had it.
Fans are reminded
we need that Harry Carey net.
And that one, all of you to return any foul balls
almost hit a baby
to the area near the third base dugout. Once again, please return all foul balls to the box near the third base dugout. Thank you.
That one redirected center field. That's going to be one hopper out there to Schaefer. And Barons battles out of the 0-2 count. She's aboard here with a 1-out single. In the top of the 7th for Iola Scandinavia.
First baseman.
Connor, that's the 3rd hit for Brooklyn Barons today. 3 for 4 with 2 runs scored. Great hitting today by Barons.
Clara Colas, senior first baseman. She squares, pulls back, takes a strike. Barons off to the races down at second. So she has herself in scoring position. Now with 1 out for Colas. 33 hits, 27 RBIs, and 28 runs on the year for the senior first baseman. 0-1 offering from Olsen inside, 1-1. bleachers are packed. There's a good gathering.
Yeah, we got a full
outside.
house now.
It is beautiful. Line shot right back up the middle. Could this be the insurance run you're talking about? Barons around third, diving head first. 5-4 lead. Polis over to second.
I think
that's a catcher for you right there.
Well, I think Barron's hurt her hip when she was sliding into home. She kind of grabbed it and she got up and she kind of just shook it off like, you know what, nothing hurts right now.
I don't care. That's the insurance run we needed. And we are now 3 outs away from a
That's a big
upset.
run. That's a big, big run for the Thunderbirds. And now it's a 5-2 lead. Great hitting, scoring Barons.
And the big thing is Colas back in scoring position herself. For Maren Hoyer.
The Thunderbirds have gotten the hits when they need them and driven in those runs when they need them. And they lead 5-2 in the 7th.
That one, I would have had it again with the net.
You in that net. Just go get the net then.
All right, here you go. You take over, I'll be back.
Whoa, hold on.
Oh, okay. See? Changes.
All talk.
This is going to be an overcapacity crowd for the next two. Little grounder back to the circle. Olsen has it. She flips the first.
Colas moves over to third, so now you got a runner at third with 2 outs. And if you look back on timely hitting, this will be another opportunity here for Iola Scandinavia to come through in the clutch with Chloe Timdall.
Olsen's been a little wild, too, to the plate.
That was a little wild throw to first base. It almost got away from first. There it is.
Sharp to the right side. Nice job, though.
Good recovery by the Pirates.
Maddie Schaefer backing up Whitney Myers. So that's 3-4-3 on the putout. But Iola Scandinavia gets an insurance run. And we head to the bottom of the 7th. Iola Scandinavia 5, Grantsburg 2. You are listening to the 2023 WIAA State Softball Tournament on W7 Radio.
Sportsmanship when the game ends. It's part of the community you live in. Respect, character, dignity. Your community, your team. We're a proud sponsor of the WIAA Rural Mutual Insurance Sportsmanship Award and have been since it began. It recognizes that sportsmanship matters in your community. Visit ruralmutual.com/WIAA and see how our team and your community can work together to be true champions.
Here we go.
Leading off the bottom of the 7th for the Grantsburg Pirates. Shortstop, Renee 2.
Down to the last at bat here for the Grantsburg Pirates. They trail 5-2. Leadoff single there, though, for Renee Twos. That one gets by the right fielder, Abby Iserman. Still fighting that setting sun.
Iserman having some trouble out in right field, and your leadoff hitter, Twos, goes to second. Now, if you're Iola Scandinavia, what you do now is you disregard that runner. If she scores, she scores. You're back to nobody on in the bottom of the 7th, and you're focusing on getting outs. If that runner scores, it doesn't matter.
Nope.
Right now, you want to get outs.
Right now, really, the only one that matters. That one slapped right side, diving
What a catch!
Incredible by Hoyer.
Woo!
Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Everybody on their feet to our right. That's a T-Bird Nation, even some Waterloo fans standing up and clapping.
That's respect there. That's respect.
Season on the line, anything goes right now.
Hoyer hit it, or it was hit into right field. Hoyer from second base took about 8 steps back and dove. It bounced out of her glove straight up and
First
back
pitch
into
swinging,
her glove.
Iserman going to be over her head. So this is going to score 1. Around third and scoring is 2s, and Rango out to second. How big now is that diving
That's
catch by
enormous. But a run
Hoyer.
scores, it's 5-3, and now you've got the tying run at the plate. And also, how big is that insurance run in the top of the 7th for the T-Birds?
Enormous. There's been some incredible defensive plays. One that resulted in an out there by Hoyer, but 2 other ones, too, that have kept runs from scoring by Iola Scandinavia. First pitch swinging, grounder to short. Severson has it, they'll go across, and the tag is applied. Double play to end it. The upset is complete. Iola Scandinavia comes in, and they have knocked off the defending Division IV state champion, Grantsburg Pirates, 5-3. The upset is complete, but do not let the job be done, my friend.
It was a fantastic finish. Ground ball to short, throw to first to get the out. As that happened, the runner from second trying to advance to third, and a throwdown from first to third. The runner didn't even slide going into third, and tagged out 1 step away from third base to win the game for the T-Birds, 5-3. In a W7 Live Instant Classic.
Incredible. Gary will go down and try to grab an interview with a couple of those T-Birds. I'm going to reset, get some water. We're going to break the live stream. We'll be back with game number 2 of the Division IV WIA State semifinals. Stratford and our adopted team, the Waterloo Pirates, what an incredible finish. Iola Scandinavia advanced to the state championships. That game will be played Saturday morning, June 10th at approximately 10:30 a.m. You've been watching W7 or listening to W7 Radio, presented by Jolly Good Soda.
Jolly Good Soda. We put the pop in Wisconsin.